This is Mohit from Ehelp Education and Migration. I'm one of the director at Ehelp.
Hi guys, my name is Andy. I'm also one of the directors here at Ehelp Education and Migration.
Hi guys, I'm Virat and I'm looking after the operations at Ehelp.
Hi guys, I'm Sherry. I'm one of the managing director of Ehelp Education and Migration.
Being in the business for almost 1 decade, a brief introduction of the company.
Ehelp Education and Migration, we started in 2014, and then we've been trying to help our clients, students and migration, both from over 10 years now. So far, company has opened the offices in overseas locations as well. We started from a small office in Brisbane and then moved to a bigger office, and then now we are in city. So in Brisbane City, Gold Coast, and then overseas office in New Delhi and Cebu in the Philippines. So over the period of this time that we have grown, and then especially we would like to thank our clients who supported us over the period and then in this journey. Yeah, our mission is to open offices in next 5 years time, open office in South America, and then Philippines, another office in Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia.
What makes Ehelp unique amongst those agencies?
Ehelp has been one of those agencies who we believe in a multicultural society. Our skill set in the form of staff members and support staff members come from different nationalities. Having these multiple nationalities of staff working in our office assists us to cater into a different market. We have the South American market we work with, we have the Chinese market, the Indian market. We're also trying to venture into other markets where we are able to provide them educational support, admissions, visa services, and not only our counselors but also our support staff members who assist us in processing the applications, our migration agents lodging applications. They assist us with being able to liaise with the clients in their native language, which is also a strong strength for Ehelp.
Yeah, and while I was here, I noticed that you guys have staff members which are Chinese, from South America, Indians, and Filipinos as well, which makes Ehelp as a multicultural company. And I think that's one of the edges that really you guys have from the other agencies in Australia.
Absolutely, Jim. In addition to that, what we also because we have this competitive advantage over some of the other education migration services out there, we also provide an end-to-end journey for our clients. So in the current market where the numbers of education and migration are limited and there's a cap on the educational places offered by a lot of the institutions out there where the numbers have been reduced but the processing has been fast-tracked, it's very important for the clients to understand that what we offer and why they would choose us over any other educational or migration consultancy out there. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of our staff members itself come from a multicultural society, and they provide that additional support where clients feel comfortable speaking in their native language, are able to explain their situation, their circumstances better, and our counselors are well trained who take them, who form a career path for them right from the journey where they start as a student in Australia to the time where they are able to attain permanent residency in Australia and then eventually become proud citizens of this wonderful country.
So, what is the most rewarding part when you fulfill your role with Ehelp?
The most rewarding thing about my position is the autonomy the directors provide you to run the business operations smoothly, make the decisions regarding the businesses. I have been honored and doing some mentoring to the senior staff, team leaders, agents, and to make sure that they can use their full potential and contribute towards the business success. Apart from that, the most rewarding and satisfaction part of the job is to meet the stakeholders, to meet different clients every day, and then help them to achieve their dreams.
Yeah. Basically, from the start, from the ranking level of the staff, you train them, you educate them till the time that they can have sufficient knowledge. What are the most challenging stuff or challenging issues that a student or a migrant, him or herself, face, and what Ehelp does to get their visa, permanent residency, and maybe that in the span of 10 years, you also have clients who are already citizens by now.
The challenging part for each applicant, I would say, who, irrespective of whether they come for an education consultancy or migration purposes, the first challenge they face would be language, which, because we have staff, is already taken care of. The second challenge that they face is that they don't get given a clear indication on how the journey is going to be. They're given generic advice outside where they're expected to follow through with that generic advice. What we do is we not only provide them a direct advice which is focused, tailored to their current situation, we also ensure that we follow it up with them to ensure that they have sufficient information provided to them. We follow through back with them again and again as to ensure that if they are missing any part of that component of the consultation, we give it back through to them in the form of additional help. we follow through with our staff members, our support staff members, give them extra support at the time of lodgement of application, and we go through the process of explaining everything through to them in the form of additional documents, additional information that they need, that they can provide to us to strengthen the application, because we believe in lodging a very strong application. We do not want to work on numbers, we want to work on the quality of the application.
That's very informative. When it comes to, for example, we have some aspiring migrants as well. Could be like a student or skilled work migrants. What can you advise to them when choosing the right education and migration consultancy?
I would suggest that before the applicants choose an education and migration consultant, they do their homework on what they are exactly wanting. Rather than just choose a migration agent just on the basis of rating, it is also important that they understand what knowledge the counselor has, what kind of information they're sharing with you. It is also important to understand that not all migration agents or education counselors out there who charge a good amount of fees. The agents out there work with numbers. As we mentioned, we want to work on the quality, and we want to give dedicated support to our clients. So it's important for the clients also to understand that when we are putting our sweat into the application, we expect to be rewarded for it.
I also heard from you earlier that a lot of documentation process and everything that a migrant should go through before receiving during the lodgement process. How does Ehelp make it like a hassle-free service for the clients?
So as Ehelp, we believe it. Our vision is to help the be it student or migration, to help them through this journey. It's a very complicated journey because every individual needs to settle here in this country, get all full work rights, and bring their family member as well. So we ensure the moment they step into our office, we do their profile assessment, our process application expert, our counseling. They get their full report, what has been counseled to them. And then once this due diligence is done, we share the report as well on the email, so that this is the first level of processing assessment. And then on that basis, clients also get the level of confidence. Okay, yes, I got the counseling, and this is where I'm going to be in the next few years. Let's say somebody starting as a student. We try to ensure all the aspects are being covered.
And know that in Ehelp, you also have a migration agent in-house or in the office itself.
Yeah, so for student, we have like QAAC certified, those who are expert in student counseling, and for migration purpose, we have registered MARA agents with us who do this counseling.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you rightly said that. So we have both level of experts in our office.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that proper counseling. That is a very first level of counseling. And then likewise, and then when it comes to operation, managing the processing, once we have gathered all the required documents from the student or from the people who are seeking migration, we ensure that the application is processed rightly and within the required timelines.
Yes.
So we are following market standards,
Mm-hmm.
practices, the application is being lodged,
Mhm.
like, let's say there's a TAT of 15 days, right? So we ensure we are there to those timelines
Yeah.
because everyone expects to get a quick response.
We also have certain departments that handle individual applications. For example, for students, you have an admission teams to look after that. Skilled and work visa, we have a migration team as well.
Absolutely. So we have designed a process like that. We have process experts
Mhm.
and we have for the departments.
Yeah.
So there's an admission team. They're working on admission application, and we have got a migration team, visa team. So it's like there are subject matter experts who does the visa lodgement, so they're expert in that. So there are many subclasses.
Mhm.
So accordingly, we have categorized those who work on them.
Give me an insight that on a daily basis, it is very hard and challenging to have different sort of clients with different needs, different type of visa inquiry, and that's why it is very important to have your consultation with a company that has a registered migration agents, QEAC certified education counselors. What is your personal advice for someone who's dreaming to go abroad?
I would say that don't lose hope. There is always a path to attain residency. It may not be as direct as a direct permanent residency application. It could be that your journey might need to go through a student visa, or it might need to go through an employer-sponsored visa, or it could go through a regional skilled visa.
They need to wait for another couple of years. We can guide them now, but we can't act on it right now. So we can guide them and say that, okay, this is something you need to provide, and then bring over the period of next 3 years, or 1 year, 6 months.
This is a journey, and as all of us, a part of the management team, have reiterated it several times that we are there to support you in this journey. We will hold your hand, walk you through this journey right to the finish line to ensure that you make Australia your house.
So it's a very personal, rewarding and challenging journey at the same time. So there are moments when people lose hope. So that's the time we need to show support, stand by with them. So this happens. So, but in the end, it's a very rewarding journey when we achieve our dreams and goals.
Dream big, with Ehelp.
Yes, we can make it happen.
Dream bigger with
With
Ehelp.